indoor dining. It feels like Groundhog Day, the amount of days we've been talking about this now. But what's your take currently on where we stand?
Yeah, look, firstly, I think it is the case that just yesterday the government messed up on communications and all sorts of things. So there is confusion coming even from government, even about what they propose. And obviously it's not a perfect system. People are going to be left out. People are going to breach these regulations and get into restaurants and bars, whether they should or not under the proposals. It's going to be very difficult, even if they're willing to, for restaurant and bar owners to police it. But my view is that it is important to get this thing up and going, not in principle, but also for the businesses concerned and for the key holiday period of the next 5 or 6 weeks when families will be travelling with their kids. And my feeling, Ciara, is that despite all the brouhaha, most people and most families will use their common sense in this regard. And if they think, for whatever reason, there is a high risk or too much of a risk in a particular venue in terms of what they see, they'll just walk out.
Yeah.
I think common sense will prevail.
I think you're right on common sense, and I think in fairness to the Irish public, they have in the main adhered really well to the restrictions throughout this pandemic. Yes, there has always been the people who break the rules, but there's people who break the rules on the road and people who break the rules in all aspects of life. The vast majority of people have done huge work to support the efforts around the pandemic. But I do have a concern around this. The only people allowed indoors currently, we think, will be the vaccinated and maybe their kids, but the vaccinated. But there's still all these other restrictions. You're not allowed to go to, if we can judge reading the papers, you're probably not allowed to go up to the bar to order a pint. You've got to get out after an hour and 45 minutes. There's going to be the social distancing. So there's all this clatter of other things on top of that. And I have to say, it worries me, because if vaccination isn't enough for people to be allowed to go back to living their lives, if vaccination isn't the game changer, we don't have anything else. We don't really have anything better. We've no other tool really beyond that in our arsenal to fight this. And I worry about where the end point is here then, because to me, that isn't the abundance of caution. That's the abundance of fear. If the doubly vaccinated aren't allowed to go back to living their lives more or less as normal, you can't even walk up and say, I'll have 2 pints of Heineken. That concerns me, because I don't know where the exit point then is, or what the end game is here. Because if vaccinating all of us isn't enough, then what is enough?